Good morning, afternoon for those who are east. It is midday. Hopefully, you got a few moments on this, your lunchtime, or however you are spending these moments right at 11 or at 12 o'clock. Uh, please come in and let me know you are here. Sure would like to say hello and let you know that how grateful I am that you are with me on today as we share about new mindsets and new results. And I know we're still in the Christmas season. I'm not by any means trying to stop us from having the celebration of Christmas. But if we wait till January 1 to start thinking about January, then we'll be February before we can put our mindsets in motion. So, again, if you're here, come on, let me know you are. Certainly would like to say hello. All right. Give a couple of minutes for people to come in. I know we're at a different time than we normally are. And yet, I hope that you will listen. And even if you are hearing this later, that you will listen. You know, we're usually at 10:45, but had a meeting. And so I needed to make a little adjustment in that time. And then computers act silly, but we're here. All right. Um, so come on in the room, as they say, looking for you. All right. Oh, for those of you, good morning, Valencia. How are you? Uh, for those of you who know that Joy is always with us typically, and I'm sure she'll be here at some point, but today is her birthday. And so Thriving Tuesday wants to stop. Be Encouraged Ministries, stop right now and say happy birthday to my Joy, who is growing up. She's getting up there. And so we won't say how old she is because that will reflect on our age. We're not doing that. So, Joy, happy birthday to you from the Thriving Tuesday Moments of Encouragement and the Encouraged Families. Thank you for all you do to keep us going. All right. We have a couple of people here. Hopefully, more will come as we keep talking. But today, we're going to talk about new mindsets, new results. There's an adage that says that you can't unlock new doors with old keys. Old keys don't open new locks. And so it's as we are moving forward, trying to be the best us we can be, looking forward to 22. Good morning, my dear. Um, as we're looking forward to 2022, and we can take all of what 2021 was, put it in our lessons box. Even though we're not quite there yet, we're not done. We've got a few more weeks that we can learn from this season we're in. We've been in a pandemic for almost 2 years, but definitely both of the calendar years of 2020 and 2021. But as we look forward to possibilities in 2022, what do we need to shift in our minds in order to have different results than that which we had during pandemic and even before? Because some of us came to this pandemic time, with some stuff we needed to contend with, some ways that we were dealing with life that needed to be adjusted, needed to be shifted, needed to be pivoted on. And so the pandemic gave us the opportunity, especially last year, to just be still. And for those who didn't panic in the stillness, you were able to look at how life could be different. Some of you that I see right here have made major moves during this time, moved from where you were to where you are going, basically because you've been on hold and you knew you needed to do that. And some of us have started businesses that we knew were in our hearts, but we hadn't done it because we said, I don't know. But pandemic and being still gave us time, not only in our minds, but hopefully time with God, for God to give us direction. For those of us, don't know it, friend of mine and I, we wrote a book during that time, building on ministry during that time, trying to do all that can be done, even though we were on hold in living, our lives were not on hold. And so as we reach this end of 2021 and all that it has meant, all of the sadness, all of the grief, all of the sicknesses that people have been through, those that are still on long term or what they call long COVID, and all of those things that come along with it, those people who have had other things to come up in their lives, trying to make adjustments to everything that seems to have been thrown at us in the last 2 years. We've got to shift these mindsets because we cannot put old keys in new doors. And I want you to know that new doors await you if we shift our mindset to know, and to know exactly that we are not going to have the same lifestyle that we've had before. We're not going to have the same way of having to look at things as we have before. There's no going back. There's no shifting back to 2019 standards. There's no factory reset to 2019. We have to move forward. Thank you, Dr. Ruth, that we've got to shift. We've got to move forward. And that has to happen inside first. We have to have a mindset change. And we've got to know that a new mind means new results. And an old mind will mean what? The same result. And as I've been told, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting another result. We can't do it. We must move forward in the space we've been given. We can't change what we've been given. I have a friend that used to say, you got to take what the defense gives you. And that's the truth. Whatever the defense gives you, which is life, you've got to learn how to maneuver. You ever seen a good football player who learned how to read the field, and even though the play had to change as an audible, he was able to do it and make sure that they gained yardage. And we're not always looking for a touchdown, but we got to keep gaining yardage. And that means that we've got to look at the field, take what the defense gives us, trust that we've got the ultimate coach that is speaking to us and giving us direction and telling us how we can move so that we can get new results from the new mindset that we've been given or that we're working on. So while we're still in the Christmas season and we want to, in the Advent season, and are looking forward to Christmas, looking forward to the celebration of Christ child, what I want us to consider is this, and this is my encouragement for us today. While you are working toward Christmas, I told you last week, don't compete, don't compare. You don't have to do what everybody else does. Do what you can do. Don't do what you cannot do so that you do not feel remorseful or feel like you are in grief while others are celebrating what you did that hurt you. That's a shift in mindset too. Pandemic has taught us that we've learned how to not gather. We've learned how to not spend a lot of money for Christmas. We've learned all of that. And some of those lessons were lessons all of us needed to learn. And so as we shift our mindset to what 22 will look like, even as we anticipate the Christmas season and anticipate those we will be able to share with, those we may not be able to share with, shift our minds. We've got to shift our minds to what is to come, to the possibilities of what is to come. That as we close this year, what does the next year begin to look like? I'm not talking about resolutions. And I'm not talking about that, I need to lose 50 pounds. I do, and I'm going to work on it. But it's not about that resolution. It's about shifting our minds to know that there is possibility to do everything that God has placed in our spirit, that God has placed in these new minds. Luke 5:37 just simply says that you can't put new wine in old wineskins because they will burst. They are not prepared for the acidity of new wine. And if we are going to be new, if we're going to do new things, if we're going to move forward, we cannot put a new wine in some old wineskins. So it's time to put away the old wineskins. If you need to look at them for a minute to say, this is what I used to do, this is what I was, this is what the things that I was able to do then. But here is now. There are new wineskins to be filled with new wine, new opportunities, new thought processes, new things that are learned, new schooling, if that's what you want to do. And there's no limit on that. There's no life limit on what you want to do, provided you are being guided by a source that is greater, and that you are using the mindset you've been given to make the shift so that you can pour new wine in new wineskins and know that you are moving in the right direction, the direction you've been given to move in, and that there is nothing that stops you but trying to put that new wine in some old wineskins. Shift that mind, shift the mind so that you can see the opportunities in front of you, so that you are not looking for what you've always looked for, that you're not expecting what you've always gotten, but you're looking for new. You're looking for what's to come. I just want to encourage you today. Look forward. Look forward, look ahead. Not so much so that you miss today. Live through every day. Live it all the way out. But shift your mindset so that you are not going backwards. Remember, as I always tell you, the rearview mirror is for perspective, not to keep looking through. Look forward, look ahead. Windshield is big for a reason. So whatever it is that you are looking at the end of this year to accomplish, or that you wanted to accomplish by the end of this year, you still have 3 weeks. Some things are not attainable in 3 weeks, but beginning the process is. And so begin. You don't have to wait till January 1 to begin, because if you wait till January 1 to begin, again, it'll be February 1 before you even have gotten it a clear concept of where it is you're going. This is the time to be prayerful. This is the time to start writing things down. This is the time for brainstorming. This is the time for seeing what it is that you're thinking and how that might line up with your life and what adjustments that may take and how you can do that. Now is that time. So that when that time, when the situation presents itself, you're not scrambling, but you're prepared to walk into the next season of your life. New mindset, new results, and be encouraged. God bless you. Heaven smile on you. We'll see you soon.